Discipline is easier in the right environment. Let me talk to you about 2 years ago when I was going from place to place, testing a lot of different environments out, and what I noticed is that I was on the path of just getting disciplined as much as I possibly could in order to start my own business, to really be more successful in what I was doing. What I noticed helped me the most actually is figuring out where my environment actually fits into and how I could use my environment to another level in order to help me become more disciplined in order to do what I wanted to do. And a lot of people talk about discipline today, right? And a lot of people actually don't take into account as much the environment. They all say like, oh, it's all in your head. It's all like mental toughness and becoming disciplined in your mind, so that way you can affect like reality as much as you can and as much as you want. But I don't think that's actually true to 100% of the time. There are now, of course, there are a lot of different types of environments. And personally, 2 years ago, when I was back in France, when I moved to New Zealand, which is where I am here now, I used to have drug dealers at the corner of my street, just dealing drugs. It's kind of like a drive-through in a way, but for drugs, which was not the best environment. I didn't really feel safe whenever I would go out there and I guess buy food or go to the marketplace or go to the gym. I'd always feel like shit a little bit because at the corner of my street there used to be like these guys that would just like feel a bit shady, if you know what I mean. And so every single time I would work from home, I would always be less than I actually could be in terms of outputs. Not only because of that, but also because when you're working from home, when you have your usual stuff, you basically you do everything in your home. If you spend a lot of time at home, you know what I'm talking about. It feels like there's a lot of things that are distracting. If it's too quiet, there's a lot of things to think about. Oh, have I done the dishes? Oh, have I turned the stove off? Have I turned the light off? Have I put the washing out? Have I put the dryer on? Have I put my clothes back in the closet? Whatever it is, okay? There's a lot of things to think about. It's like, okay, I need to remove this stain on the mirror. I need to clean my bedroom. I need to do my bed. I need to do this. And there's a lot of things to think about. And every single time you walk around the house, you can see those things. So unless you have a dedicated, I guess, office area where your only purpose in that room is to focus on work, then in that case, I recommend heavily going outside to work at a coffee shop if you can, or working in another completely different environment, because that's what I do, and that's what I did, and that's what I noticed. Like, oh my god, like there's so many things outside that I don't actually need to care about, that it actually drowns out all of the distractions and the thoughts that I have in terms of what is stopping me from being disciplined and staying on course and focusing on the work itself. Like when I'm at home, I'm thinking about, maybe there was this video that I could watch, or maybe there was this show that I could watch, or maybe there was this guy that I could talk to, or maybe there was this, and it's like a lot of small things, and it's not like the big important things that you need to focus on if you want to progress as much as you can and stay disciplined on this. So by choosing the right environments, not only has it helped me become more disciplined in the long run, but it has also helped me figure out a lot of things about where I am, what my current position is, and now I have the what would you say? I have the blessing of being able to work wherever I want because I own my own business. So I can just go anywhere and do business with people. I don't really have to be tied to a singular location, which is very nice. Although the people I talk to are in my local area here, that's what I'm focusing on. So I might go to different suburbs, might go to different parts of the city. That's pretty much it. Don't really need to go out too far, but at the same time don't really want to because I want to focus on building something. Investing as much time and effort as I can to building it. So what have I noticed in terms of changing my environment? Well, I've tried a lot of different coffee shops, and I've spoken about this a couple times, but so far, to be perfectly honest with you, if you have control completely of your time and you can sit down with a couple hours at a time to work on something, and maybe it's too noisy at home, or maybe it's too busy, maybe you have family, maybe you have kids, maybe you have a bunch of stuff at home that's going on, a bunch of distractions, and a bunch of things competing from you for your time and attention. You need to be able to prioritize, okay, I really want to build this, I really want to create something for myself in order to not struggle as much as I am right now financially. And in order to succeed, I need to put all of the cards that I have at my disposal in the right order. I need to play them in the right order if I actually want to succeed, if I actually want to build something successfully. In that case, this is what I've found. Personally, go out, work from a coffee shop is the number one habit that I've actually been using over the past 2 years that has actually benefited me quite substantially in the long run, because it helps me stay focused on my computer or when I'm using my phone or my notebook, and I can cycle between those three things very easily because it's in my immediate vicinity, right? So nobody bothers me unless I want to have a chat with them, or nobody comes in, grabs really my attention too significantly. In the coffee shop atmosphere, it's so busy that you don't have to really think about anything else, and you can just enter the flow state and just be in work mode, if that makes sense. Like, for instance, I wear my suit. Like, I've got my suit here underneath this jacket, which is very fucking nice because it is a little bit cold. So wearing this suit out every single day has also helped me stay more disciplined, because it's basically I'm putting on a uniform of sorts. I'm going to a different place, changing my environment, and then going out there and working on my laptop so that way I can get things done. Now, if I had a bigger house with an office room, I wouldn't probably go out as much as I do right now, but right now it is more beneficial for me to go out in there and put myself out there in a public space, not only for the opportunities that it grants me, but also because it helps me be more disciplined in what I'm doing. Because if I'm going out there to a coffee shop, I'm going out there for a couple hours to focus on a specific task. Like, I'm not going out there to just drink coffee or tea or whatever, okay? I'm going out there because I want to be in an environment where I can work on my laptop. If I had an office building all to myself, if I had a big house all to myself, if I had a lot of things all to myself with specific like perimeter secured rooms, I guess, where you would have like only work stuff in there, then in that case I would probably just use that. But I would still want to go out once in a while because I do appreciate going out there and meeting new people as well. Like, that's also very important as a side note. So at the end of the day, your environment dictates your level of discipline very much so. Not only the places, which is what I've talked about so far, but also the people. The people are part of your environment, okay? So if you put yourself in an environment where everybody wants to go out and take a break or drink or go see the sports game or whatever the fuck, well, you're not going to feel very disciplined to work, because you're going to want to do what the common people want to do, right? What the group wants to do. If the group wants to do one thing and you don't want to do one thing, you're basically just going to kind of isolate yourself inside of the group. It's not a good feeling to have. So what I've noticed and what I've done instead is find those people that are like you, that are on a path like you. Find those communities, find those things that may be online or may be in person, which is much rarer, but I'm sure you can find it online. I've personally found a lot of people like myself online that have just been focused, super focused and disciplined on creating something for themselves, helping other people that want to do the same thing, that are not necessarily on the same level, that need help getting to where they want to be. And being part of that community has also granted me connections and really valuable insights and very valuable friendships as well. In the long run, over the past 4 years, I've developed bonds that I'd never had thought I would have before. Like, it's people that I don't really talk to very often, but they are people that are going to be there to give me advice on something I need if I actually ask them to, because I would do the same thing for them. If they said like, hey guys, I'm doing this client project, I'm not really sure if this is the right thing I'm doing, this is what I'm doing right now, I think I should be doing this instead, what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm missing something? What would you guys need to know? Or what would you guys tell me if you were in my shoes? What would you do? And then I would basically, like, we've got groups of like a bunch of different people that just do that, and that help each other, and that push each other to do better within those chat rooms. And that is a massive underrated, completely unfair and underrated advantage. Because if you're in a room with people that do the same thing you do and that want to do it better every single day, it's going to feel so easy to just do more, because everybody's doing it. So if you're not doing it, you're going to feel bad, right? You're going to feel ashamed, you're going to feel a certain amount of guilt, and you're going to feel a certain amount of imposter syndrome, like, oh, I don't really belong here because I'm not really working hard. So if everybody in the group, like if you're in a group of 10 people that all work hard and you're the only one not working hard, they're going to feel that, and they're going to tell you like, hey, either you work hard or you fuck off. So if you really want to earn those guys' respect, earn those guys' attention, earn those guys' friendship, then you need to put in the work yourself. And this is like what has forced me to become better in my own life, because I've surrounded myself with people that challenge me on a constant level. Like every single time they see me do something, they tell me like, are you sure this is the right thing to do? Or are you sure you could be not doing something more productive? Like, what could you do that could help you get more money within, like, compared to how much you made last month? How could you do better this month? Like, and they would ask these questions like every single day to me. And it's a very challenging environment, but it is also a very productive environment. Like, we get a lot of things done, okay? So not only is there that, but there's also future possibilities by being a part of those groups. Because when you're a part of those groups, you're in a group of like, let's say 5 different people. And those 5 different people, they help themselves and they help each other over the course of like 5 years. At the end of those 5 years, they've developed themselves into such competent individuals that they can now get together and say, hey, I've got this skill, I've got this skill, I've got this skill. What do you guys have, and what we can do together, and put everything together to build something stronger and better together. And then from there, maybe some guys are really good at social media, some guys really good at running ads, some guys really good at, I don't fucking know, creating websites, some guys really good at strategizing, some guys really good at sales. Well, we put everything together, and in the long run, after we've all proven ourselves to each other, then we can be like, okay, well, why don't we just put everything together and we try and sell something and make profit, big money together? Because like, at the end of the day, it is teams of people that get things done on a massive large scale. It's not just one individual here, one individual there, one individual all by himself. It is a team of people that are solid, structurally, foundationally together, and that want what's best for each other, and that will be there for each other through thick and thin. It's kind of like a relationship between a man and a woman, but instead of being sexual, it's completely brotherly bonded. It's kind of like a family, a sub-family, and it allows you to create very, very strong bonds because you can benefit from each other all the time. Some guy might be better at the gym than you do. Some guy might be more physically appealing than you are. Some guy might be really like intelligent in terms of knowledge that you have to have about like nutrition and health. Some guy might be really good at medicine. Some guy might be a doctor. Some guy might be a professional sports coach. Some guy, and you can just bunch up all of these people's skills together, and as a team you can definitely crush your opponents much faster and much better, and you can actually succeed better in today's modern world that is very competitive. And you can give each other advice that say, hey, I'm okay receiving any kind of criticism, any kind of advice, even if it hurts my feelings, I don't care. Most groups of men will actually go through this and will actually hurt each other's feelings just for the betterment of the group and just for the betterment of the people inside that group. So discipline is not just a mental force of will. Like, it's, yes, that's part of it, but at the end of the day, it is also facilitated by what your environment is, what your environment looks like. Where are the places you go? Who are the people you surround yourself with? So ask yourself today, sit down and ask yourself today, who are the people that I surround myself with? And are those people actively helping me build my future self? Or are they actively helping complicitly in remaining myself, my current self, forever? Because if they don't want you to change and they don't want you to get better, then in that case, why the fuck are you friends with them in the first place? Because if they were really a true friend, they would want what's best for you and you would want what's best for them. It's a mutual exchange of value. So think for yourself for a little bit. What are the friends you currently have? What kind of relationships do you have with them? And is that a good idea to maintain, or is that that would be beneficial for you in the future? Or would it be a net negative? And do the same thing with your environment. Do the same thing with the places you're a part of. Your current place, your apartment, your house, whatever you have right now that you're living in, you're spending most of your time in. Think for yourself, is this actually the best place that I could get? What else would I want to have instead? What kind of places can I frequent to meet other people? What places can I use to my advantage to become more disciplined? What places and what people can I meet and interact with and be a part of in order to benefit my life, to build something better and be more disciplined to build that? Ask yourself this question. Let me know in the comments, what kind of answers have you come up with? I'll usually on these videos post a question in the comments and I'll pin it. And if you want to answer that question, feel free to do so. But basically, I encourage you guys to engage with the video so that way we can help each other out in the same way. I'm basically holding out my hand and telling you, hey, if you want some help and if you want that more of that deeper bond type of relationship, then I'm willing to offer it, but you need to be putting in the effort and time and energy in order to develop that bond by being a part of this community that I'm creating here. So if you want that, if that's something you're interested in, subscribe and stick around. I post videos every single day, so if that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments. Stick around, and since I post every single day, I will see you tomorrow because it's a beautiful day, so it's gonna be time to get back to work. And with that said, I will see you in the next one. See ya.